You're watching NBC5 Today at 6.
Millions are in the dark after Hurricane Milton slams into Florida. The aftermath of the storm ahead.
I think it's very concerning. I think anybody that we know personally, it's really horrible to watch anybody go through a catastrophe like that.
This morning, the deadly storm is moving off into the Atlantic, but the damage is already done. Many still dealing with wind and rain. So we have team coverage for you this morning.
An elementary school in Hearst is grieving the loss of a student. What we know about the death of the fifth grader next.
It's just not a safe intersection.
Frustrated drivers in Denton, the road they're calling dangerous, and asking for immediate safety improvements on this Thursday, October 10th. We say a good morning to you, North Texas. Thank you so very much for waking up and starting your day off with NBC5 Today at 6. I'm Laura Harris.
I'm Deborah Ferguson. Let's also say good morning to meteorologist Grant Johnson over in the Weather Expert Center. Grant, good morning.
Good morning, Deborah and Laura. It's a nice Thursday morning. We've got widespread 60s on the temperature map, some 50s off to the east. It's going to warm up, though, quite a bit today. Not much like fall at all. We'll be in the upper 80s, even some low to mid 90s out to the west. What in the world here? We're in the middle of October. These temperatures are almost 10 degrees.
You're watching NBC5 Today at 6.
It is a very busy Thursday morning here at NBC5. Thank you so much for starting your day with us at 6:30. I'm Deborah Ferguson.
And I'm Laura Harris. Here's what we're working on for you this last half hour. And we start with the sun rising over a storm-battered Florida. We're getting a first look at the aftermath of Hurricane Milton.
Ahead in our team coverage, the latest warnings from officials there in Florida. Dramatic videos coming in from social media. We track where the storm is right now and where it's headed. Plus this developing story this morning.
Hearst-Euless Bedford ISD is grieving the death of a fifth grader. What the school district is doing to support staff and students coming up.
And millions of donor dollars not spent the way they thought they should. Dallas's Fair Park and its finances now trying to get back on track.
All right, let's get over to meteorologist Grant Johnson over in the Weather Expert Center looking at our weather, Grant. But for the moment, it is Milton getting your attention.
Yeah, still keeping an eye on it, and it's over for all intents and purposes. The storm has now pushed offshore, but of course the damage has been done. And as the sun comes up, we're going to get an idea of just the extent of the damage. And the video, I have a feeling the images are going to be quite extensive and extreme. It's still hanging on, though, as a Category 1 hurricane, winds 85 miles per hour, so much weaker than it was when it made landfall last night around 8:30 in Siesta Key, Florida. That's south of Tampa in the Sarasota area. All the tornadoes that were spawned from Milton, what's the record number of tornadoes spawned from a hurricane? That would be 120. Goodness gracious. That was Hurricane Ivan back in 2004. Did you get that, Deborah? Did you get that right?
Yes, Grant, of course.
Oh, okay.
No, not really. No, but thank you for knowing the answer. We expected you would. All right. Thanks, everybody, for being with us on a very busy Thursday morning. We'll be back at 7:25 for more local updates.
But don't go anywhere. The Today Show is coming up next. They continue NBC's team coverage of Hurricane Milton. They also have an important message from the sports commissioners and a new report on teenagers' mental health on this World Mental Health Day.
Another live look there at outside Dallas. Sun is not quite coming up yet, but it will in about a half hour. Again, today's show continues coverage of Milton, and we'll be back with local updates.